Duve, and this is things I wish I knew. So what did you wish you would have known when you were in high school? So this is the advice we are giving to the upcoming generation, to teenagers, and we're saying to them, listen here, these are the mistakes that we wish we would have avoided when we were teenagers. So my guest today is someone that I know from, we met at a wedding.
Yeah. Met at a wedding.
We met at a wedding, and then I heard, yo, this guy une masters, and then Sarah my eyebrows said, une masters, no putilona. Ke masters ya eng have?
So it's a master's in agricultural science.
Oh, okay. And this is a very interesting career because a lot of people have been asking about it on my TikTok, and this is the opportunity for you to find out more about it. So it's agricultural science. I've heard the word here and there. I don't know a lot about it, but I do want to know more about it. Who am I talking to today?
So today you're talking to Kgothatso Maleka.
Okay.
Yeah, a young boy from Tembisa. So yeah.
Kgothatso, are you from Tembisa?
Yeah, I am. I'm from Tembisa, section called Winnie Mandela, Zone 4.
Okay.
And then,
that's next door.
Yeah. Ivory.
Because next door only Ivory.
Yeah.
I'm from Ivory Park.
Yeah.
It's next door. Okay, most definitely. Because I didn't meet you in Tembisa.
We met at in Midrand.
We did not.
It was in Midrand.
We met in Limpopo. Okay, never
Makes
mind.
sense.
It doesn't
Makes
even
sense.
matter.
But it was at a wedding.
Listen,
at the end of the day, it was at a wedding.
Yes, it was at a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was in Midrand. Actually,
Yeah, it was in Midrand. First day of the
doesn't
wedding.
even matter. That's not why we're here. So let's talk about your academic history. Because you are now done with your masters. You've been done for a while now.
Yeah.
Okay, and you being done with your masters, you are now looking into going into a PhD, but you didn't start here.
No.
Otomile guy.
Oh, so
Maybe start in high school.
Okay, let's start in high school. High school, I went to Kgothatso Secondary School, which is also in Tembisa, Makulong section. And then after matriculated, which was in 2012, and then I took a gap year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gap year.
I wanted to do environmental sciences, but I couldn't get space. Then I decided to take a gap year, and I hustled like everyone. But being a boy from Tembisa, and hustling doesn't go very well.
Yes.
And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back to school. So I applied at TUT.
Okay.
And then my first choice, it was agriculture, and then now the second choice, it was environmental science. And then I got accepted in agriculture. So at that time I was doing agricultural development and extension.
Okay.
Yes, so that
Diploma.
one. Yeah, it's a diploma level.
Okay.
So that one basically deals with the farmers. You just help farmers on how to do things. But then after I completed my diploma, which was also on record time, and then I went to register for my BTech, and then that was in 2017. After the 2017, and then I got a placement at the Agricultural Research Council, and then that's why my love for research started. And then I registered for my master's, and then I was able to complete it. And then COVID came in, but by the grace of God, we managed to complete. And then I am where I am now. And then
You're an academic.
I am one. No, that's why I want to go for my PhD. So
once the world of academia bites you,
there's no turning back. No. Once you are in, you are in.
The courses that you're talking about are not common.
No, they're not.
These are very, I didn't even know about them in high school. I didn't even know about them in varsity. It took a while for me to know about them. How did you find out about it? And why that?
So the story dates back to when I was still young, growing back in Polokwane. So what happens, Komahayeng, there's that thing called one family, one hectare.
Yes.
So each and every family, they have a 1 hectare.
Oh.
So I saw my mom, my family going there, and then, okay, what's this? And then,
land.
Yeah, it's land. And then jiggy, they put seeds, jiggy, we have maize meals and everything. And then I was like, okay, this is quite interesting.
Yes.
So, but then, as we grow matric, and then we go for the career exhibitions and everything, and then I fell in love with agriculture, because I then understood that, it's where everything starts.
Yes.
We can have money, but if we don't have food, we're going to have problem. So I thought, okay, let me tap into this sector. And then I went into it, and then, the bug, and then it got to me, and then that's why I am right now.
Were you not scared? Like, were you not like, hey, Mara, who works in this industry? What do they do in this industry?
So Leb, what happened was, one day I had a talk with my old man, my dad, and then he said, Kgothatso, you know what, in this world, so you must do something that which, even if you get fired at work,
yes,
you can still provide for your family as a man.
Oh.
And then I thought, okay, this now, tallies with what I want to do, agriculture. So employment, no, I was never scared, because I knew that with the knowledge that I have, I can always run back home and then produce, sell. And then the nice thing is that then I'll be now regulating my own prices.
Love
black market, and then I make my own money, and then, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So we have a breakaway session,
okay,
where we speak a bit about love.
Oh.
Because I know how sometimes we feel like teenagers shouldn't be, but we know they are in any case.
Yeah.
So for those who are right now, what are some of the things that you wish you knew about love, about mjolo, about romantic relationships when you were a teenager?
Mjolo, the dating.
Yes. What are some of the things that you wish you knew?
Back then, right?
Yes, back then.
Back then I wish I knew that you'd get a heartbreak. And that will come from the very same people that you're saying that you love.
Yeah.
So I honestly wish I knew that it's the very same people that which you profess to love that which will hurt you.
Oh.
And then I also wish I knew that it's not every I love you that which you will get a I love you too.
Okay.
So yeah, those. Yeah, I think in short, that's just what I wish I knew about Mjolo. The rest, man, we're just figuring them out.
But do you think we knew what love was then? Honestly, like,
I don't
high
think
school?
we did. And in high school, I don't think we did.
No,
and I still
man.
feel like even most of us right now, we don't know what love is even today. But it's something that which we can always navigate, and yeah, because now that I am where I am, I just feel like back then we used to say, love it's a feeling. I feel like I love
butterflies.
you. Yeah, but then you
Hey.
get to realize that,
My heart.
that's what we thought was love.
Yes.
But then we get to grow and you realize that love is way more than that. Love it's an act of sacrifice.
Yes.
It's not a feeling. It's you giving something precious to yourself, and you just laying it off to someone. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
We can't have too much of this conversation, but you get it. You get where we're going. So let's go back into
Okay.
you doing agricultural science.
Yes.
Very big word. Very big word.
Okay.
So the subjects you had to do in high school, because that's very important.
Yeah.
There could be someone who's sitting at home and saying, I want to study this career. What do they need? Do they need science? Do they need life science? Because it sounds like in a little life science, is it something difficult to get into?
Not really, but the bottom line is you need the science stream subject.
Okay, but now you need to be specific, because
Yeah,
science can be life science, it can be
You
physical
need
science.
both of those.
Can
You need both of those,
Okay.
because there's a section whereby we're just taught about plants,
Yes.
which now goes back to life sciences.
Yes, definitely.
And then those plants, they need food, and
Yes.
then what's their food? Fertilizers. That's
Yes.
chemicals.
Oh,
So
okay.
you need now
That's
physical
physical
science.
science, yeah.
And then with those
Chemistry.
chemicals, you must now calculate the percentages and how much you're going to give the plants.
Yes.
You must also calculate the water
Yes.
that which you're going to give. That's maths.
Oh,
So you need everything. On top of that, you must now check the weather. You must understand the weather at large.
geography.
That's now your geography. And then at the end of the day, you need your life orientation.
Yes.
How you must conduct yourself and everything. So yeah,
Everything is
you honestly
important.
need the science stream.
Yes.
Yeah, to get into agriculture.
And are you the first person in your family to have a master's?
Yeah, by God's grace. By God's grace,
Oh.
I'm the first in my family, not family. So yeah.
What does that mean? what does that mean?
Family in the context of us black people, family including cousins and everyone. So yeah. So I'm the first one, and that's very humbling, honestly speaking.
So humbling.
Yeah. So because it, they say, to ever whom much is given, much is required.
Most
So
definitely.
you come there, you say, I've got masters, much is required from you. So yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
do you feel as though your family background has made it easier or more difficult for you to be where you are right now? Because sometimes we are breaking things, Hey, we're breaking
It's true,
things.
it's
Yeah,
true.
so
We
has it
always
been more
fighting.
difficult for you to be where you are, or was it easy?
Whew, what a question. And I think it's a very tricky one. But what happens is that, like, you know the saying that they say that when life gives you lemons,
Yes.
you must make a
Lemonade.
lemonade and, chill and sip. So I would say it made it very easy for me. Though the background itself, it was not a nice one, but it made it easy for me because I felt like I was being given lemons, and then I had to make lemonades. Growing up, go Tembisa, Winnie Mandela. And back then, we didn't have electricity. So I had to study using candles. And then this is now during my matric, even I think halfway through my varsity, my diploma. We didn't have that. So, and we know, man, Tembisa has just been known for being rough. And
Yes.
yeah. So I remember this one day was studying. It was in the AMs around 4. So only to find that a friend of mine down the street was just, woke up around 4 trying to boil water for going to school and everything. And then, a bullet rang, and then it was the butler still that which helped him, and then it saved his life because that's where the bullet struck. So, but I'm just trying to say that life gave me lemons, and then
Yes.
I got lemonades out
Love
of that.
it,
So
love
it was motivating for me as much as it was hard. So hence I say it made it very easy for me.
Ngoba manje the election, guys. I've raised this and I seem like I'm a bad person for
Okay.
saying it. Hona le culture ko lokshin, where we wanna hustle. And
Yeah.
you raised it, and I love that you raised it. You took that gap year. And in that gap year you decided that you were gonna hustle. It's not rare. Go lokshin vele, people tell themselves we are going to hustle. I don't need school.
That's true.
I'm just gonna make my way through it. Can you give someone advice? Mjita Oling out there to say, Mjita, this is the advice I'm gonna give you now, man to man,
Yeah.
regarding
Yeah.
education. Because some people are like, oh, you're so backward minded when you speak about education all the time. How would you address a younger man who is in high school with where you are at the moment and having to have hustled a bit?
Well, I'll just give them a simple advice to say the streets are cold.
The streets are cold.
When you don't
The
have
streets are cold.
a backup, and not
Yes.
only a backup, but for a lack of a better word, I'll just say backup. And when I say backup, I mean education.
Yes.
We grew kokas. We saw gens wo bramangmang.
Yes.
They have all those luxurious things. They didn't go to school, but believe you me, you need education. Education will allow you to stand amongst kings.
Yeah.
Education will allow your name to be spoken of in your absence.
Yes.
So to a young man who's trying out life, I would say education is where it's at. Don't listen to people saying education it's not. Education it's where it's the core.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew kokas, man, uhlale khoneni, every girl that passes like, oh, that girl, bruh. But I mean, at the end of the day, what do you have? You don't have substance. You need to sit in rooms and reason with people. What are you going to use? Angimsabilo? No, you don't. Ngamshaya. You don't need that. People need people
And
who
swear
articulate.
words. Thank you.
And I mean, at the end of the day, level, not being short in closing. We are in a world of fourth industrial revolution.
Yes.
What is it that we should benefit by sitting in the corner? Things are moving from you doing them practically into machines doing them for you.
Ooh.
How are you now going to live as a young man? Because the burden of provision is upon us. So you need that. Yes, the streets, you might think you can get something, but they're very cold.
They're very cold. And not everyone makes it in the streets.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
very
minimal that people make it on the streets.
A young man ought to go to school. And I remember
Thank
one of
you.
my professors said something, Are, to every born free, Dr. Louis Meto. He said, for every born free,
Yes.
a PhD is not a must.
Okay.
Sorry. For every born free, a PhD, it's not a luxury. It's a must-have.
Oh,
For every born free,
that red
a
crown,
PhD.
that red gown.
Yeah, a PhD, it's not a luxury. It's a
Yeah.
must-have. It's more like your matric.
Yes.
Yeah. So go to school, guys. I advocate for that. And to
Thank
the girl
you.
child, go to school.
Hey,
To the girl child,
Yeah,
go
let's
to
go
school.
learn.
Go
Yeah,
to
let's go
school.
learn. Yeah,
That's all
most
I'm gonna say.
definitely.
Go to school.
let's go back to grade 11.
Okay.
Things you wish you knew in grade 11.
Honestly, I wish I knew that grade 11 was the actual matric. I wish I knew. I wish I knew that grade 11 was the actual matric. And had I known that, I think I would have done much, much better. So I think people should know that if you're in grade 11, you're actually in matric. So matric, in our street language, you'd say a grade 11. No, matric is a glorified grade 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just giving you a workload,
and
then they compress the time, and then you feel like it's a lot. It's not a lot. It goes down in grade 11.
Grade 11 is hard. Yeah. Grade 11 is hard.
Well, we always knew that they're gonna use the grade 11 marks for your varsity entrance, but we never thought it was that serious until we got there. And we're like, oh, okay. Basically, this is the core. This is where it's at. Yes. So I wish I truly, when they told me that this is the core, I wish I knew that it was indeed.
And you wish you listened.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
Grade
11 is giving.
Yeah, there's something about grade 11, but that's the advice we are giving you, and we're saying we care about you. Yeah. And it doesn't get easier if you play in grade 11. It doesn't get easier for you in matric. Some people think I'll use my matric results, but they don't understand the stress of waiting for those matric results. So yeah, thank you so much for that. So short courses.
Oh, okay.
In closing, we want to know about any short courses in your industry. Let's say mutu ufeletse go degree and they don't want to continue and be in the world of academics like you are. So mutu onale, is it a national diploma or it's a national diploma?
Let's say it's a national diploma.
Yeah, it's a national diploma. Do they still have national diplomas?
We still do. We still do.
It's a national diploma in agricultural science. Yeah. Someone wants to do a short course. Do you have any recommendations?
We have a whole lot of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a whole lot of those. And I would say right after your diploma, if you're doing a diploma, go get a certificate called AFCASA. It's a short course. And then from there you get your BASOS. And then now that one helps you with the fertilizers and everything. You get that one. And then where I am right now, the most important one. Okay, before I get to that one, there's also these ones that allows you to be a moderator and assessor, affiliated under AgriSeta. So they also can get those ones to give them, some proper sense on hustling. And then, but where we are now and the world that which we are in, there's the drone pilot.
Yes.
So, as I've said, that we're in a world of fourth industrial revolution. So getting a short course in drone piloting, and then it plays a vital role in agriculture. Yeah, because lately we are just using remote sensing and everything. So yeah, those are the short courses that which I can recommend to a young person who has a diploma at this moment.
Yes. I lied. Let's talk about job opportunities. We can't finish without talking about job opportunities in your field. Yeah. Because a lot of people, Elokshini or wherever, in most cases we do these courses for survival, and then we hear a word that says, no, stay away from this. So with you having experience within the industry, are there a lot of job opportunities? Do you advise anyone to go into that industry? What caution is there?
Thank you, Lebo. The only caution that I'll give is that don't do agriculture for survival. Do it out of passion.
Okay.
And then if it's from a point of passion, you'll never go hungry, whether you are employed or not.
Yes.
But if you do it for survival, then you'll cry and say, there are no jobs, these people. But if it's from a point of passion and the love of it, you'll always get money.
Okay.
So it's not a cause that which you do it and say, I want to be hired, and no. You do it. If they hire you, thank God. If they don't, go and be your own boss and hire people.
Okay. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Parting words to someone who's out there and they're saying, listen, I want to know just a bit more, in this industry. Is there a little that you can just tell us about that you haven't spoken about already? Maybe just parting words to our teens, because it's a lot. There's a lot going on with our teenagers. Any parting words?
Okay, parting words. I would say that my parting words is that in this world, the moment you fail to prepare, you are basically failing.
Ooh.
You are preparing to fail.
Yes.
So with the youth, the young ones, the teens, I would say start preparing now for your future. Know what you want, And then the moment you know what you want, you first start by deciding,
Yes.
and then you commit, then you succeed.
Ooh,
So
sounds like a formula.
yeah, sure it is. So they ought to have their callings true and sure, and never do any course because of money.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't go there for survival. Go for passion, go for love, and then it will yield the proper results.
Okay, I love the message that you are giving out there. Thank you so
You're
much.
most welcome.
you,
Hey guys,
you edit that. Wait. I that little part there. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much to today's guest. You have been so helpful. Your industry is a rare industry, especially for us who come from Elokshini. I had never heard about it before. I was just like, oh my goodness, what is this, you know? And you've just helped another young person right now to say to them, listen, it's possible to be in an industry like this. It's possible to make it happen. So thank you so much for coming through and sharing all of your knowledge.
Thank you, Lebo, for the invitation. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was Kgothatso, and he is an agriculturalist.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something else, but you know that if you are in that industry, what to do to make it work. He's spoken about short courses, and he's also told us some of his experiences within the field. Thank you so much, Kgothatso.
You're welcome, Lebo.
Thank you.